next we'll talk a little bit about a couple other questions that some people at home had. One of the questions is, talk to us about home repairs or home upgrades that people do in the house. What will that do to raise the value of your home, if any? Or tell us a little bit about what people can do to bring their value up if they want to do that.
Sure. No, that's a great question. We get that question a lot too, and it's important that you know before you spend all the money in upgrades, because you don't want to lose the money. So some big things, when it comes down to it, the appraiser is looking at the overall condition of the property. And so we're not making adjustments on a line item basis like, hey, this sink has a stainless steel sink and the comparable sink isn't stainless steel. We don't get that fine-tuned. We're looking at the overall condition of the property. Yeah. So some things that we're looking at is the quality of the condition of the kitchen, if that's upgraded, and then paint on the walls and flooring in the bathroom. So if you're going to upgrade anything and want to have an across-the-board positive reaction on a value opinion, kitchen, interior wall paint, flooring, and bathrooms. Those are the things that you'd want to spend money on in upgrading, and really a lot of them just lipstick.
Yeah.
We call it putting lipstick on a pig,
exactly,
so to speak, but it's just on the surface, those are the things that we're looking for.
So if somebody goes in and decides they're going to put $40,000 in their kitchen, is that going to are they going to get the value back out of that by doing so?
That's a great question. You know, generally speaking, not. It depends on the price of the home. You know, if you're doing a $1 million home, $40,000 upgrade is really nothing. But look at the other homes that you're competing against, and do they have $40,000 upgrades in their kitchens? I like to use an example of one I came across a couple years ago. I was appraising a house out in the Duchesne area, Roosevelt area, and there's a manufactured home out there. And they had put like $1 million kitchen in there, granite counters, custom cabinetry and everything. Wow. Looked really nice, but it didn't really help because we're compared to manufactured homes.
Exactly, that makes sense.
And it's hard to validate what that's worth.
What about finishing a basement? That's another question we get all the time. If I finish my basement, how much value am I going to get back?
Yeah,
you know.
Finishing the basement's a really important question to ask before you finish the basement, because you can spend a lot of money on finishing the basement. You don't want to lose that. You want to get as much out of it value-wise. So a rule of thumb is, in a typical standard price home, let's say it's $200,000 to $500,000.
Okay.
The appraiser is going to make about a $10 to $15 adjustment per square foot in the basement for the finished part of the basement.
Okay.
And that's plus or minus, you know, and then after that can be supported by the comparables too. But really, if you're going to spend in that price range, if you're going to spend more than $15 per square foot for finishing the basement, then you may lose money immediately. You know, of course, you'll get that down the road as prices increase, but if you're looking to sell the house immediately after finishing the basement, that's kind of the rule of thumb, is you don't want to spend more than that, or else you're going to lose some dollars.